Right now, all eyes on Tropical Storm Elsa. We are under a hurricane watch as the storm is picking up some intensity as it moves through the Gulf. We're going to have the very latest with meteorologist Lee Spann in just a couple of minutes. And here's a live look at the conditions in Key West right now. At the southernmost point, a hurricane watch issued for a lot of portions of West Florida as the storm moves into the Gulf and closer to us.
Well, this morning, search crews in Surfside are keeping a close eye on Tropical Storm Elsa. Rains and the whipping winds are impacting crews at the debris site. The demolition of the remainder of Champlain Tower South has opened some new areas of debris to search. 32 victims have now been recovered there. Another 113 people remain unaccounted for.
Tropical Storm Elsa is expected to make landfall later tonight. Many of you stocking up for the storm, while tourists are choosing to wait out the storm on the beach. NBC's Jay Gray is in Clearwater.
Hey there, clouds starting to build here on Clearwater Beach. The wind picking up at times, nothing like we're going to see as we move into the day and into the evening here and this storm gets closer to the shoreline. We expect strong winds. There's some models that show this could reach Category 1 hurricane status before landfall early tomorrow morning. You're going to have rain and you're going to see a storm surge in some areas, so flooding's going to be an issue as well. A lot of people who live here have seen these storms before, preparing for the worst.
Freshen up the batteries, check, make sure that the radio works, and make sure that we have extra lights.
Tampa International Airport is suspending all flights starting at 5 this evening. They'll reassess Wednesday morning once this storm moves through. It's still going to be an issue, though. This system will likely hug the eastern seaboard and deliver strong winds again, 40, 45 miles an hour, and that rain through the week and possibly as far up as Maine. That's the latest here right now in Clearwater Beach. I'm Jay Gray. Back to you.
And there is still a chance for you to grab some sandbags before the storm hits. Pinellas County giving out free sandbags this morning. That will not close rather, it will close at noon or when they run out of supplies. Here are the two parks you can go to: Walsingham Park in Seminole or John Chestnut Park in Palm Harbor. Pinellas Park residents can pick up sandbags. The locations are on your screen: Helen Howarth Park, Pinebrook Park, and Broderick Park. You can get up to 10 sandbags each.
The City of Tampa is reopening its sandbag sites as well. All 3 sites will be open until noon today for about 45 minutes or so. You can see the addresses there on your screen, and there is a limit of 10 sandbags per family. Make sure you bring your ID or utility bill with you to verify your residency for locations across the Bay Area.
Max Defender 8, the most advanced weather radar in Florida, sponsored by Farah and Farah.
And the first thing we use is Max Defender 8 in a situation like this, because we do have some spotty light rain in Citrus and Hernando counties, but using that S-band technology, look at that shield of rain, just a full block of rain. That's the word I was looking for. A block of rain coming out of Fort Myers and Naples, lifting to the north, and we've been able to track it as it's moved farther and farther north. We'll zoom in here and show you that Mayaca City and the Lakewood Ranch area have seen a little small area of rain, a couple of lightning strikes, but again, the shield of rain, the block of rain is coming later, along with the coastal impacts from Elsa as it gets closer to our coastline. So as these bands of rain, these shields of rain come through, 4 to 6 inches of rain widespread on top of our already saturated ground. And then for our coastal communities like Citrus, Hernando, Pasco, Pinellas, Hillsborough, Manatee, and Sarasota, wind speeds will be 50 to 70 miles an hour. And anytime you have a landfalling tropical system, you also have the threat for isolated tornadoes. One other specific impact along our coast will be that storm surge. It's not exactly the storm surge that you may be thinking, that wall of water. What it means is coastal flooding due to higher than normal tides. Tides that run 3 to 5 feet above what's already considered high tide. And I know a lot of people have businesses and homes that really are right along those beautiful waterways in the Tampa Bay area, but know that sandbags may be needed if you're within 3 to 5 feet for sure. And when I talk about the high tides, I talk about the one that is happening after midnight, because that's when the winds are coming off the Gulf of Mexico. So specifically, Sarasota Bay, Venice, it'll be between about 1:30 and 2 o'clock tonight is when you would see those highest tides. Now let's go to Tampa Bay region. Manatee River right around 2 a.m., 1:17 for the Anna Maria Island Pier. We'll go up along the Pinellas coastline. Madeira Beach, 1:55 this morning. So if you live along the Madeira Beach area, you may have to kind of stay awake and overnight and see how high that water gets. Clearwater Beach is a little earlier. It's just after midnight. For Crystal River, it's 3:52 this morning, or tomorrow morning, I guess I should say. And then Hernando Beach at 1:23 in the morning, and Newport Richey at about 12:45. That's when those high tides are expected to be the highest. In places like St. Pete Beach as well, got a lot of people walking around, even though it's kind of a cloudy day out there in St. Pete Beach right now, ahead of this approaching tropical system. So as we go through the day, rain chances are going up. Already about a 40% chance now. After 6 p.m., it's just sort of expect rain. It won't rain the whole time. That's why I didn't put 100% in, but rounds and rounds and rounds of rain and those stronger winds. In fact, this yellow shading that you see, that's coming from the National Hurricane Center. How far out the tropical storm force winds extend. So this yellow shading for Manatee, Sarasota County at 8:30, you're going to get into those tropical storm force winds. It's overnight tonight, again, 1, 2, 3 in the morning, when most of us will feel anywhere up to 39 mile-per-hour winds or higher. So that's Pasco County, Pinellas County, Hillsborough, even into the western portion of Polk County, Manatee, and Sarasota. And then by really daybreak on Wednesday, tomorrow, we're finally getting to say goodbye to Elsa. So here's our future radar. So between now and let's say about 2 o'clock, it could be cloudy. You can have some off and on rain, breezy and steamy. But as Elsa heads north, that's when we start getting into that shield of rain and the potential of flooding. And overnight tonight, this is around 1 a.m. I mean, look at these downpours, especially for areas west of I-75. Waking up tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., it's still very windy. We're also dealing with those higher than average tides, remember, and gusty storms. But during the day tomorrow, we are drying out. So we have an 80% rain chance basically late tonight and a 70% chance before noon tomorrow. And then, folks, after that, it's back to just your typical afternoon storm. So the next 24 hours, you need to be on alert. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Lee. And just in, Citrus County has just issued a voluntary evacuation order for those living west of US 19. Again, that is a voluntary evacuation order in Citrus County. Tropical storm Elsa also forcing some cancellations with schools and local events shutting down to play it safe during the storm.